Yes, who's goes?
Kenny, did you have any question about the last turnover by Jarrett and whether or not there was a foul in that situation?
So the big point of emphasis this year was the wrapping. Wrapping a player when he rolls to the rim, wrapping around the way. You guys can judge for yourselves if you watch the clip, but there's a clear wrap by Tobias Harris on the roll, and I'm just disappointed. If that's a point of emphasis from day one at the coaches meeting, how they're going to really emphasize that, beginning of the game and end of the game and all season. So how that all of a sudden, doesn't become a foul on a wrap, I just don't understand. I've looked at the clip 10 times. There's a clear wrap. You guys can decide for yourselves.
And I'd like to follow up. What was the impact of they lost an all-star guard, but you lost a guy who was playing a great game and making a difference at both ends?
I don't know what to say. No comment on that. It's you'd love to play these games with you're in full force.
Kenny here in the middle.
Yes.
What were you looking to get out of? You said back to the drawing board yesterday, and you changed up the lineup a bit today. What were you looking to get out of it, and did you get what you wanted from it?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it had some effect. I thought it boosted our energy. Obviously, getting Karras more involved in what we're doing, and we got JD at the 5 a little bit. I just felt like it was time to change, and I thought it helped us.
Kenny in the center. Even though he got ejected, what did you feel about the intensity, particularly defensively, that Jared Dudley brought to the team? And do you feel like the team sort of fed off that through the first 3?
Oh, man, he was great. It reminded me of game 1. He was just, he has an understanding and IQ that really helps our team. He has a physicality. He knows playoff basketball. He was great, and obviously hitting those 2 threes, I thought that really helped. Stretching them out a little bit. But huge part of our reason we played well tonight.
Kenny, you're up maybe 7. I think 5 minutes to go, 4.5 minutes to go. Down the stretch, in your mind, some of these turnovers, minus Jared's at the very end, but some of the turnovers and missed opportunities, in your mind, was that just your guys not having experience in this kind of setting, or was their length just that
little bit
big? Was it that troubling for you?
Yeah, I think a little bit of our experience, a little bit their length and activity. I think it's one of their strengths, and I thought we got a little out of sorts, had a few turnovers that we didn't need. We also had a bunch of good looks. I thought we had a bunch of good looks, and they didn't go down. Obviously the big play for them was a Redick, the offensive rebound, they kick out and, get that 3.
So many times on the sideline out of bounds, you just throw it out to Jared Allen and, way out top. Was the play to go to D'Angelo in the corner, or was that improvised?
The play was to go to D'Angelo in the corner, yes, but we also had a second option too. So, Mike Scott did a good job on the ball. Could we have thrown it sooner? Maybe. I thought D'Angelo was open initially. Credit to them for getting good pressure on the ball.
If I'm not mistaken, Joe Harris has gone 3 games without hitting a 3-pointer. What do you see as the issue there?
I don't know. I thought he played a great game tonight. Make some, you miss some. I'm glad he got looks. I'm glad how aggressive he was. He was getting downhill. I thought he played a heck of a game. Unfortunately, the 3s didn't go tonight.
What are some of the fundamental differences between playing this team without Joel Embiid, as you did in Game 3, and then tonight?
Yeah, it is a different team. I think they obviously played with more pace. Without him, they were a little faster. But the flip side of that, they got a guy to go down to at the end of the game. I thought that they obviously caused us some problems. We had issues stopping him in the post. We had to double team and do stuff you don't really like to do at the end of the game, get your defense out of sorts. I did like that we did it, but it changes the equation. Him going down there at the end of the game, tough to stop.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.